Have you ever felt like life is holding up a mirror, reflecting back at you the very things you'd rather not see? It's a curious and sometimes unsettling experience, but one that holds immense potential for growth and understanding. The concept of the mirror principle has been discussed for centuries across various spiritual and philosophical traditions. It suggests that the reality we perceive externally is a direct reflection of our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and even our subconscious patterns. This idea is not only intriguing but also transformative, as it offers a profound way to understand and navigate the experiences that shape our lives. In spiritual circles, the mirror principle is often linked to the law of attraction, which posits that we attract into our lives whatever we focus on, whether consciously or subconsciously. However, the mirror principle takes this a step further by emphasizing that our outer reality doesn't just attract what we focus on, it also mirrors what we believe to be true about ourselves and the world around us. Think of the mirror principle as a feedback mechanism from the universe. Every person you encounter, every situation you face, every challenge you endure, is a reflection of your inner state. If you are harboring unresolved anger, fear, or self-doubt, you might notice that these emotions are echoed back to you in your interactions with others, in the obstacles you encounter, or in the outcomes you experience. On the other hand, if you cultivate inner peace, self-love, and confidence, these qualities will be mirrored in the opportunities, relationships, and successes that come your way. This principle is not just a metaphor, it has real practical implications for how we live our lives. By understanding the mirror principle, we gain a powerful tool for self-awareness and personal transformation. It challenges us to look within, to examine our thoughts and beliefs, and to recognize the ways in which our inner world is creating our outer reality. I bring this topic to you today because the mirror principle has a way of revealing truths we might otherwise overlook. It's a concept I've encountered more than once, and each time it's pushed me to see myself and my life with greater clarity. By paying attention to the reflections in our lives, we can begin to understand the deeper dynamics at play and use this understanding to make conscious changes that lead to more fulfilling and authentic experiences. Maybe you found yourself repeatedly facing the same challenges, or noticing patterns in your relationships that you can't quite explain. Perhaps you've wondered why certain situations seem to follow you, no matter where you go or what you do. These recurring experiences are not mere coincidences, they are clues, guiding you to deeper insights about your inner world. If this sounds familiar, you could be witnessing the mirror principle in action. The idea that our inner world shapes our outer reality is not new. It has roots in various spiritual traditions, from ancient Eastern philosophies to modern metaphysical teachings. In Buddhism, for example, the concept of karma reflects the idea that our actions and intentions create ripples in the fabric of reality, which then come back to us in various forms. In Western esoteric traditions, the Hermetic principle of as above, so below echoes a similar truth, that the microcosm of our inner world is reflected in the macrocosm of our outer experiences. I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Imagine what we could accomplish for the chosen ones in providing this much-needed experience for those in search of this light code information, if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference. With just a click, you are the magic. Great. Thank you so much. In today's video, we'll uncover what the mirror principle truly is and how it impacts your day-to-day life. We'll draw on the wisdom of spiritual guides like Aaron Doughty, Bashar, and Kwasi Johir, exploring how our internal states shape the realities we encounter. We'll also discuss how this principle can be applied to different areas of life, from personal relationships to career choices, helping you to identify the patterns that might be holding you back and offering tools to shift these patterns for the better. By the end of this discussion, you'll learn how to recognize the reflections in your life, decode the messages they bring, and use this knowledge to align your inner world with the reality you truly desire. Many have used the mirror principle to create profound change in their lives, and so can you. The mirror principle, it sounds simple, yet its implications can be profound and sometimes challenging to fully grasp. But what exactly does it mean? Let's break it down. The mirror principle suggests that our outer world is a direct reflection of our inner state, our beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. It's as if the universe is holding up a mirror, showing us what we truly carry within. Understanding the reflection, imagine this. You find yourself in a situation where you're constantly met with criticism or negativity. It's easy to point fingers and blame the external circumstances. But what if these experiences are reflecting back something within you, perhaps a deep-seated self-criticism or unresolved feelings of inadequacy? Arundhati explains that the mirror principle isn't about placing blame on ourselves, but rather about recognizing the subconscious patterns that are being mirrored in our reality. From a young age, we absorb beliefs about ourselves and the world, beliefs that often go unquestioned but continue to shape our experiences. This idea isn't just philosophical, it's deeply psychological. The human brain is wired to seek patterns, and often, we unconsciously recreate situations that reinforce our existing beliefs. For instance, if we believe that we are not worthy of love, we might unconsciously push away people who offer genuine affection, or we may attract relationships that affirm our belief in unworthiness. This creates a feedback loop where our inner world continually shapes our outer reality. The key here is awareness. The mirror principle is not just about noticing these reflections, it's about understanding them and using that understanding as a catalyst for change. The mirror, as a tool for growth. Let's delve deeper. According to Bashar, physical reality is much like a mirror. It doesn't exist independently, but rather as a reflection of our inner vibration. If you frown at a mirror, the reflection frowns back. If you smile, the mirror has no choice but to smile in return. This metaphor illustrates a powerful truth. The outer world changes only when we change internally. But this leads to an important question: what's actually doing the reflecting? Bashar teaches that it's our higher mind that acts as the mirror, reflecting back the vibrational state of our physical personality. This reflection helps us to see clearly what beliefs and emotions we're holding on to, whether they're empowering or limiting. Consider this. If you walk into a room feeling confident and self-assured, people are likely to respond to you with respect and positivity. Conversely, if you enter with self-doubt or fear, others may pick up on that energy and mirror it back to you through their behavior. The mirror is always reflecting, whether we are conscious of it or not. Challenges in seeing the reflection. One of the challenges in working with the mirror principle is that it requires us to confront aspects of ourselves that we might prefer to avoid. It's often easier to blame external circumstances or other people for the difficulties we face. But the mirror principle calls us to take a deeper look within. This can be particularly challenging when the reflections are tied to deeply ingrained beliefs or past traumas. For instance, someone who experienced rejection in childhood might carry a belief that they are unworthy of acceptance. This belief then manifests in their adult life as repeated experiences of rejection, reinforcing the original wound. But here's the crucial point. While these reflections might be painful, they are also incredibly powerful tools for growth. They show us exactly where we need to focus our healing efforts. Steps to work with the mirror principle. No text. Let's break down the steps to effectively work with the mirror principle. Step 1. Awareness and observation. The first step is to observe your reactions to the world around you. Pay close attention to the situations and relationships that trigger strong emotional responses. What do these reactions reveal about your inner beliefs? This step requires honesty and a willingness to look within, even when it's uncomfortable. For example, if you notice that you frequently feel disrespected by others, instead of immediately blaming those around you, take a moment to reflect. What is it within you that might be attracting or tolerating this behavior? Are there unresolved issues of self-respect or boundaries that need to be addressed? Step 2. Understanding the reflection. Once you've observed the patterns, the next step is to understand what they're reflecting. Ask yourself, what belief or emotion is being mirrored here? For instance, If you constantly attract criticism, it might reflect an internal belief that you're not good enough or a fear of judgment. This is where the mirror principle becomes a powerful tool for self-discovery. By identifying the underlying beliefs that are creating these reflections, you gain insight into the subconscious forces shaping your reality. Step 3. Shifting your inner state. After identifying the beliefs or emotions, the real work begins: shifting your inner state. This might involve reframing negative beliefs, practicing self-compassion, or using affirmations to align your thoughts with the reality you want to create. Aaron Doughty emphasizes that by changing your subconscious beliefs, the external world naturally begins to shift. For instance, if you realize that you have a belief that you are unworthy of success, you can begin to challenge and change this belief through positive affirmations, visualization, and by taking actions that reinforce your new belief in your worthiness. This step also involves practical exercises. Visualization techniques, where you imagine yourself experiencing the reality you desire, can be particularly effective. When done regularly, these visualizations can help to rewire your subconscious mind, aligning your inner state with the outcomes you want to see in your life. Step 4. Embracing the process. It's important to remember that this is a process, not an overnight change. Bashar speaks about the importance of persistence and patience. As you consistently work on your inner state, the reflections in your outer world will begin to change. This is where the power of the mirror principle truly comes to life during this process. It's essential to practice self-compassion. Change, especially at the level of deeply ingrained beliefs, can be slow and sometimes frustrating. But each small shift in your internal state is a step toward transforming your outer reality. Step 5. Integrating the new reflections. As you start to see changes in your external reality, it's crucial to integrate these new reflections into your life. Celebrate the positive shifts, acknowledge the progress you've made, and continue refining your inner state. This step is about embodying the changes and letting them guide you toward greater alignment with your true self. For example, if you begin to notice that people are treating you with more respect and kindness, recognize this as a reflection of your growing self-respect. Allow these positive reflections to reinforce your new beliefs, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and transformation. Overcoming resistance and doubt. As you work with the mirror principle, it's natural to encounter resistance and doubt. Changing deeply held beliefs is not always easy, and you might find yourself slipping back into old patterns or questioning the process. When this happens, it's important to remind yourself that resistance is a natural part of growth. It's the ego's way of trying to maintain the status quo. But just as the caterpillar must endure the discomfort of the cocoon before emerging as a butterfly, you must push through this resistance to reach a new level of self-awareness and alignment. Practical exercises to deepen your practice, to help you integrate the mirror principle into your daily life. Here are some practical exercises you can try. Journaling. Start by writing down the patterns you notice in your life. What situations keep repeating? What emotions do these situations trigger? Use your journal to explore what these reflections might be showing you about your inner state. Daily affirmations. Choose affirmations that align with the reality you wish to create. For example, if you're working on self-worth, you might repeat affirmations like, "I am worthy of love and respect," or "I deserve success in all areas of my life." Visualization. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing the reality you want to experience. Imagine it as vividly as possible, engaging all your senses. This helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and align your vibration with your desired outcome. Mindfulness meditation. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions as they arise. This awareness is the first step in identifying the beliefs that are being reflected in your outer world. Expanding your understanding with spiritual teachings. Incorporate teachings from spiritual guides like Eckhart Tolle, who speaks about the importance of presence and awareness in transforming your life. Tolle's work on the power of now aligns beautifully with the mirror principle, as it emphasizes the need to be fully present with your thoughts and emotions to create meaningful change. Similarly, Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings on the mind-body connection can deepen your understanding of how your thoughts and beliefs physically manifest in your reality. Dispenza's research into neuroplasticity shows that by changing your thoughts, you can literally rewire your brain, creating new neural pathways that support your desired reality. By integrating these teachings with the mirror principle, you create a holistic approach to personal transformation that combines spiritual wisdom with practical action. Conclusion. So, we've journeyed through the intricate layers of the mirror principle, uncovering how our inner world shapes the reality we experience. This understanding is more than just a spiritual concept. It's a powerful tool that can lead to profound personal transformation. The beauty of the mirror principle lies in its simplicity and its depth. It teaches us that by changing our inner world, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, we can directly influence and transform the outer world we experience. This concept is both empowering and humbling, as it reminds us that we hold the key to our own growth and happiness. Remember, the mirror principle isn't about blame or guilt, it's about awareness and empowerment. It's about understanding that the universe is constantly providing us with feedback, showing us where we are aligned and where we may need to shift. Each reflection we encounter is an invitation to look within and make conscious changes that align us more closely with our true selves. As you go forward, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own life. What patterns are you seeing? What is the world mirroring back to you? Use these reflections as opportunities for growth, as guideposts on your journey toward greater self-awareness and alignment. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself. Change takes time, and the path of self-discovery is one of continuous evolution. Celebrate your progress, however small it may seem, and trust that with each step, you are moving closer to the life you truly desire. As Bashar and Aaron Doughty have taught, the outer world will change as you change. The reflections will shift as your inner state shifts. This is the true power of the mirror principle. By transforming within, you hold the key to transforming your entire reality. So, whether you're facing challenges in relationships, career, or personal growth, remember that the answers lie within. Take the time to explore your inner world, embrace the lessons that your reflections offer, and allow these insights to guide you toward a life of greater peace, fulfillment, and authenticity. Thank you for being a part of this exploration. If this resonated with you, consider reflecting on what you've learned and how you can apply it to your life. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Many others are walking this path, learning and growing just as you are. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the mysteries of consciousness. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us.